Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And here we go from New Orleans. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough third down.
First, you try to run it. Second, you try to throw it. And both times, you end up behind your own line of scrimmage. Break out the coffee along the sideline. Get everybody a dose of caffeine because one side came to play and the other better wake up.
On third down, Chiefs going with a nickel. Here he goes, third and long. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Jack Fox getting the call here to punt on fourth down. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Saints and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's always ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
2 yards on the pickup.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Steps up and he's running with it. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2 on the keeper. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 2.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
It'll be another punt. Jack Fox out there once again. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
It's a gain of 11. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes.
First down, Kansas City.
Dump off to his fullback. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. Escapes a defender. By a man, he's in the clear. He crosses the 35. And he's approaching the opposing 30 as he heads out.
41 yards on the play. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets him around 6 there. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary, making that stop.
He was brought down.
A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
Gain of 7. Brings up
Last
2nd
run got him
and
7.
3.
Here comes 2nd and 3. It's Pacheco again. And he gets it forward. He's still about a yard out of that. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway. We wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He's got this complete to James Cook. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs get the football on the first turnover of the contest. All right, defense did its job. Forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, stay on schedule. Avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say. Earn the right to rush the passer. Earn the right to make them one-dimensional. And when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Play action, Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Danny Stutzman comes up with it.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Looking slant route, complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. The Chiefs in control so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at 1st down here. Throwing now, Tagovailoa. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
To number 88. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 25. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves a whole playbook wide open for you.
And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
On 3rd and goal, it's Tagovailoa. Cut out left. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Oh, Fulton's got it. Look at the power. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Man, what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from the goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
Completed over the middle. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. All set now, 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Looking for Isaiah Pacheco out of the backfield. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Two and out from the gun. Complete out to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun.
At the 42-yard line.
On the left side. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Complete out to the right side. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Quick throw to the left is complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints earn the chance to tie before halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Hits him on the in route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. And they make the tackle at the 38. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Kansas
Again, Mahomes to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. Throwing again, Mahomes. And nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Back to the air, Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Another throw for Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. 2nd down now, they need 7.
At the 1-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Throw is caught by the back. And he will not get them to that marker. Heck, all he can do is get back to the line. 4th down. Butker knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime. Anytime you score points right before the final frame, and for the kicker, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Tagovailoa on first down. Short pass brought in. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Finds the in route complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just before halftime to get a timeout, take it.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Tua out of the pistol.
46-yard line.
Drops it off to Cook. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout.
A 54-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are unable to tie up this contest. So a field goal game at... Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Chiefs have their offense out to start this third quarter. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33. Here's Mahomes on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. A first down carry for Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and got a nice little gain on the ground.
Second down run by Pacheco. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Right back to Pacheco. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
Okay, this one you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Looks like we have somebody worse for wear after the play, and that's Isaiah Pacheco, who's in some pain. They're looking at him now. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Still has some space inside the 35. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Quincy Riley up to make that stop. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
At the 34-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. It to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
Throwing is Mahomes. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Hand off to the back. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
They give it to him again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game. Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes the Saints offense. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. Here's Cook. He's got room to roam. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on third. And they get to him again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Flowering up the middle. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 9 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
First and 10 now from the 30. To the air, Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
It's second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught quickly on the slant. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And barely gets it into enemy territory to the 49. Making a stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Again, Mahomes to throw. Catch made. It looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that first down. Ball at the 41, third and short.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. He'll try to do it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 2 yards.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Kansas City.
Solid running here, and that's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Back-to-back carries here. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Chiefs, first down. A gain of 12. First down, Chiefs.
Now Mahomes will hang on to it. Down to the 10. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
15 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now pass play. Here's Mahomes. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. In the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. Here's Mahomes. The back's got it. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'd be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Butker with the extra points. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead.
24. Saints 7. Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Saints come marching onto the field. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. That's exactly what this offense has got to do.
And he's going to be brought down here at the 42.
First and 10.
First down. Here's Tua. Here's a screen for Cook. Down the sideline to the 45. And he's brought down at the 44.
It's a gain of 14.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
That's another Saints first down.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Tua now from the gun. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete
to number 89. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Saints first down. First and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 18-yard line. Here's
Tua again. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away. Incomplete. Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go.
Defensively by Trent McDuffie.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. And no one had a shot at that. It's out the back of the end zone, incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Back to the well again. He brushed him off at ease. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Another carry for him. He's taken down after gaining a couple. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's a toss headed right. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
Down by Kool-Aid McKinstry. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Kansas City.
1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
Pete Werner.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from New Orleans.